Welcome to 2014 NAMM. I'm Bobby Cedro. This is my good buddy Tal Morris, supplying the sounds. And I'm here at the Dunlop booth. Man, 2014, can you believe it? We got some great stuff coming out, which is right over here. Number one, the EP101, the Echoplex preamp. Known and coveted by a lot of people that use Echoplex, the old school Echoplex. Not only is the echo part, but the conditioner that going into your amp. This is the front end of that coveted preamp. And all it is an FET system that has a simple gain of only 11 dB, but it adds a lot of just charm, warmth, a little bit of natural compression that happens between the interaction between the preamp and the power supply. And it's kind of like an enhancer, conditioner. It's kind of, as we just coined it, the magic sauce of things. But anyway, why don't you give it a listen. This is an amplifier that's just about ready to go over the top. And then with it on, it just gives you that little extra dimension. It doesn't really change the tone, but it actually changes a little bit of the dynamic. So the pick attack is a little bit more suppressed, but right after it, it gets that nice high end, so you're still present. Very magical. You just accept it for what it is. Okay? Echoplex, old school magic. Make it subtle. True hardwire bypass, the EP101, new for 2014. Moving to the Univibe. The Univibe, we actually make the original with the old cadmium sulfide cells, the light bulb. It's a very, very squirrely thing to reproduce. But to get the tone, very predictable, and also in a great price point, small footprint, we used FET technology, very predictable, but we still model the thermal inertia of the light bulb and the way all the modulation of the light and the cadmium sulfides work, where the charge and the thermal inertia of the light bulb is this little magical thing that we actually have in here. So when you turn the speed up, it's not just making the modulation faster, but also adds this other byproducts of the original circuit. So let's just give a listen. That's bypassed. It also has that little asymmetrical wobble as the original. The speed, get nice and watery. Simple controls with the original, like a level, and then depth, subtle, to over the top. That slow swirl. It also has, like the original, the vibe, which basically only brings out the wet signal that's modulated, so you get a pitch shifting thing going on. And the bypass light modulates the speed, so you know where you're at with the speed. So there's that little seasick modulation. Very warm and organic, new for 2014. True hardwire bypass as well. Moving to the Javelina, way huge. It's a fuzz, but it's George's little different spin of a fuzz. Once again, there's a lot of fuzzes out there, everything from fuzz face, which we love. This takes a little bit more of a variation as far as the tone control. It actually adds a lot more dimension. Whereas you can really round it off and make it soaring legato or nice and brisk and bright. And it also has a really, what I think is really nice drive of variation from a little subtle to really crunchy. And let me just give a listen. I'll dial it down kind of in the middle. Add more drive. But this is the tone control. I can make it creamy and rich, or very brittle and smacking the face. One little simple control, you can get a lot more range out of your fuzz. It's a germanium circuit, so it's very old school, kind of mixed with a little bit of a new idea twist. Obviously true hardwire bypass, way huge product, new 2014. Also, with the overdrive sort of feel, we have the FET driver. Once again, the FET kind of models more of the tube sort of sound. A little more warmer, it distorts differently than a hard line in the sand as far as transistors are concerned. And we just added a couple of little easy controls like bass, low, and treble highs, and a high cut. So it gives the treble control another range to go in. And again, with the FET, we actually increased the headroom in this with a power supply bump up. So we have a lot of headroom to deal with. So the FET works in this great operating region. And let's just give a listen. Just kind of straight up. There's the drive all the way down to nothing. You can really get that. Take the high cut off, now it gets brighter. Now bring in more. You can make it creamy, put the high cut on. Very familiar, nice warm legato sort of tone. True hardwire bypass, FET driver. Moving to the Crybaby line, we have the CM95. The CM95 is the Clyde McCoy 95, going back to real old school. I mean, hand-wired, old, not surface mount, but through-hole, big components. Great for the tweaker. And you can also find in here, which is a very coveted inductor, it's called the Halo inductor. We've reintroduced it, and it's got some really nice, great artifacts, a little mechanical noise, which actually adds to the breathing of it, and almost the harmonic howl, which is really nice. But it's very straightforward. Also, it doesn't have a buffer, so it actually, the guitar sees the old school amplifier loading, which actually kind of warms up the tone a bit. So that added to with the Halo magic, it sounds a little like. Because of that buffer's not there, the highs are balanced off. Really kind of sweetened up a bit. Very nice and vocal-like. Doesn't go into shrill mode very easily. It's really musical. So that's new for 2014. Guitar World, thanks for coming by. I'm Bobby Cedro, Tal Morris. Dunlop booth 2014 says goodbye.